guys, it's Joshua Reviews. Still on with the Krampus reviews. You know, I was going to get a Krampus t-shirt, but it's not going to be here on time. So later in future reviews for this month, or in the later reviews, you're going to see me wear a Krampus shirt. It's going to be really cool, but couldn't get it on time. It's not going to get here, so just bear with the Yeti. Yeah. What does it say? Yeti to party. Krampus Unleashed. Oh boy. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. I picked these films out of order. So this is technically the first Krampus movie that was the first low budget Krampus. Actually, no, it's Krampus the Christmas Devil. This was the second one. This one came out the same year as the actual Krampus movie, the one made by Universal and the guy who made Trick or Treat. And this movie is actually directed by the same guy who did Krampus Unleashed. Why did I choose to review Krampus Unleashed first? I don't know, but here we are talking about it, so. Anyways, I don't actually own this movie on DVD. This was one of the ones I didn't get, and I'm a little surprised considering how many fucking Krampus movies I own. I own almost all of them. Fucking help me. This movie's bad. Okay, let's just cut straight to the chase. Yeah, this movie's not good, but okay. You can tell by the cover that this is not gonna. It's the same shit every time. Okay, so this movie is about a family going to a house. It's the same shit. They're going to a house for Christmas, spend time with their not estranged family, but their family, and they're like in the middle. I forget if it's Texas or it's somewhere in the desert, and this kid finds a stone, this magic stone. It has nothing to do with Krampus's lore or origin, which, just want to point this out. I haven't pointed this out in any of the other reviews. None of these fucking films uses Krampus's origins. None of them. Not even the one from Universal. The Universal one kind of makes up its own origin or kind of, mythology, which is fine, but Krampus has a cool origin. He has a cool mythos, and none of these films, none of them use that. They kind of create their own origin. So, because this movie opens with fucking cowboys in like the 1800s, and they find this magic rock that when they touch, it lights up and it brings Krampus, which he kind of looks like the cover, but not really. It's weird. And I'll talk about it in my Krampus the Reckoning review, but we're in Krampus the Reckoning, he's a fully CGI monster. This one, it's an actual guy in a suit, and actually looks somewhat decent. I don't like the design in particular, but he looks cool, if you get what I'm saying. Like, I don't like the design, but it looks cool, if you get what I'm saying. Kind of looks like a mixture of Bigfoot with a goat. I don't know, that's a weird analogy, but so yeah, this kid finds this stone and it unleashes Krampus, and they got to basically run from him. So that's the plot. My main issue with this movie is it's just, you know what I'm gonna say, so say it with me. It's boring. I don't know what it is. Why are these movies boring? They're always boring. It's the same shit every time. I feel like I repeat myself a lot, which I do because these videos are not scripted, but that's kind of the charm in this. That's why you're subscribed to this channel. But it's the same shit. It's the same thing over and over again. It's characters you don't really care about. They are, they give long exposition dump scenes. There's long scenes of exposition dump. They just talk about shit that doesn't matter. And then 50 minutes in, the plot finally gets going, and then it wraps up, and then it's done. It's literally what it is. The one thing I will say I do like about this movie is the Krampus design, and I do like at least one or two of the characters in this film. Most of the characters suck. That's a given. But when the movie started, I was actually like, okay, I like our characters. But then as the film went on, I just found myself not not getting into it. I wasn't invested. I wasn't engaged. I was just like, okay, can this please end? And then the last 20 minutes happened, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of entertaining, and it's over. That's it. Also, this is a Krampus movie. You look at this cover and you're like, wow, that's a Christmas cover, right? This is all Christmas, right? Snow, we got fucking Santa and the snow globe. What the hell? It's not even in the movie. Yeah, none of that. Yeah, this movie has literally almost next to nothing to do with Christmas. That is my issue with these next three Krampus movies I'm going to be reviewing. At least Mother Krampus 1 and 2 had the Christmas element that I was looking for. But none of these fucking films have the Christmas feel. I mean, look at this. I got fucking decorations. I got fucking snowman. I got fucking hat. It's not Christmas. Why? It's such a cool aesthetic. Snow. I want snow. But there's no snow in the fucking desert. Why? Why can't you give me snow, movie? That's all I want. I want Christmas lights. I want the glitter. The birth of baby Jesus. Come on. This is bad. Yeah, no, this is... So, acting's not good. I only care about like 2 characters. Okay, wait, actually, not off topic. This is on topic with the movie, but there's a character. Okay, so the family is going to visit their cousins, and this one kid, I forget the name, but he is talking to his cousin. And the main family that we're following, it's a mom, dad, brother, and sister. The brother goes into the room to go talk with his cousin, and he's this prick of a child. He's a total prick. And he starts hitting on his sister, even though they're cousins. And he literally looks at him and said, like, his cousin looks at him and says, dude, your sister's hot. And he's like, that's your cousin. And he's like, so? Some states it's legal. Like, I'm surprised they fucking included that in this movie. Actually, no, I'm not. It makes total sense. This feels like the type of movie that would include stuff like that. It was honestly kind of such a wild line that it made me laugh. There are individual moments that are pretty damn funny. Actually, the best characters in this movie are these 2 cop characters in this police station. I don't know the actor. I don't know the character's name. So it's the black officer and this old lady that's working the front desk taking 911 calls. She's the 911 dispatcher. And their banters they have between each other felt natural, and they were probably the best characters in the movie. So I take that back. There's 4 characters I like. And the biggest positive I will say about this movie, even though I've been pretty negative on this movie, for good reason, this movie's not good, but there was a lot of practical effects in this movie, and some of the kills are pretty gory. So at least there's that. That's 1 point in a fucking sandstorm of shit. Because this movie takes place in a desert. I would have said snowstorm if there was fucking snow, but there's not. So I said sandstorm. Yeah, no Christmas. Krampus' origin is weird in this movie. His mythology is weird in this movie. He has no snow, almost no Christmas lights. Characters are all bland, boring, most of them. The movie's story is just generic. It's boring. It goes nowhere. Characters will just kind of be there just to get killed. They're meat bags, and characters will just run off and do stupid shit. The movie literally ends so abruptly. It's kind of hilarious. This movie is just the most bland out of the bunch, but there were some moments that were kind of unintentionally funny. I do admire the fact that this movie is at least somewhat well shot for this type of movie. I mean, none of these films are well shot, let's put it that way, but at least this film was like a C-, like in terms of cinematography. I don't know. Yeah, this movie's not good, but it wasn't the worst Krampus movie I've seen. Just the most it is literally the most I'm gonna give it I'll give it a D, I guess. It could do worse. But unfortunately, for me, this is next.